What's going on? Tectonic Edge here, playing some more Mono Green Tron. I got an interesting list this time. So a guy named Mark emailed me asking about his list. I told him I'd give it a try. So this is Mark's list. I used the username Fark. I'll have a link to his list below. I did make a couple of changes to the sideboard just because I was short one Thoughtseize. Wait, no, was it Thoughtseize? Am I thinking the right deck? I might be thinking a different deck. But I did make a couple changes. So got the die roll nice. Let's see this open hand. Oh yeah, it was Thoughtseize because he is running a green-black build. I put together this list. Sorry the videos are a little behind my usual schedule, but we're coming up on the holidays. Just got a little busy. We are definitely mulliganing this though. That's a rough hand to start off with. This is a rough as well. This is why I don't like running basic lands other than forest. Just because if it were a combo land, I could cast the Ancient Stirrings to be a little bit better, but just the swamp, that's going to be a mulligan. Into a little more keepable of a hand, but rough. We're going to probably keep this. It's not Tron, but it is 3 Tron lands. We're going to get rid of the Grafdigger's Cage here. Right? Yeah, we don't know what we're facing against, so it's a risk of, do we want to get rid of a threat, or do we want to keep a card that we're not sure if it's going to be relevant in this matchup? So we'll give this a try. Hopefully we can find some search here. If not, we've got a turn 3 O-Stone. And do hopefully a turn 5 activation. Might be a little on the rough side, but we shall see. Yep, start off with the power plant and pass turn. Interesting. And looking like oops all spells. So maybe the wrong call getting rid of that Grafdigger's Cage. And I also play the wrong Tron land. That's likely not going to matter, but rough. Yep. Should have kept the Grafdigger's Cage. Don't have a green source. So we'll run out the Oblivion Stone. Not going to do anything though. Yep, we are likely losing this first game. There it is. We will wait and see which method he uses to kill us. Because there are 2 builds for the Oops All Spells deck. And he's got the Vengevide build. So yeah, had we kept the Grafdigger's Cage, we would have been a little bit better off on this one. Good to know. I have no way to interact at this point, so we'll go ahead and concede that after having seen his deck list. Begin sideboarding. So for this one, we will pull in these forces. And what else do we want? Thoughtseize seems effective. Collective Brutality, not as much here. But we will take the Pithing Needle. We are going to cut down some of our bigger things. So yeah, we got some interesting cards up main board. Fatal Pushes, Feed the Swarms. Fatal Push is a little interesting in this matchup because it's not the quick. And yes, it was Thoughtseize. I was, I believe, 1 short. Oh. Because yeah, they're not going to have many low drops. Well, maybe they will. But probably better than something that doesn't interact. What else do we cut? Maybe an O-Stone? No, O-Stone can actually get us there. We'll go 1 and 1. Never the best strategy, but it's a quick choice. Alright, this feels... We'll give it a try. I like having the force. Although not having a green spell to discard for it feels rough. So yeah, probably... Oh, it's a weird include here just because we don't have that many green sources in this build. Or green cards, that is, to make that free. Do we try and without a green source, it'll be a 4-drop. Yeah, I think we'll just pass here. And what we really need is a green card here. Oh, well, there we have it. The question is, will that be enough? It buys us a turn. And a turn is all we'll need. They're going to try a Nitro State, but we'll just go ahead and crack it, get a power plant. Now we are going to take out their mana rock here. This should slow them down a turn. It also takes out their black source, which is interesting. Yep. Karn would be good here if we can draw him. We don't get a Karn. So Ugin's not really our best card here because the way they win doesn't really involve killing us with damage. And we'll see if they have it here. They could just have a way to cast and kill us. We'll see. I think the move that for the next turn, or they could be out of mana. No lands, which gives us better chance. All right, we're doing good. All right, that's... I'm going to say that probably finishes this. Yep, that's going to be game. All right, nice. Managed to pull that one out. We'll see if we can do it again. Game 3, do we do any differences on the draw? The draw is a little trickier. We are a GX Tron build, green-black, so we do have to remember we can play a little on the slower side with that type of build. So long as we keep a hand that does interact. I think our best card to find is Relic, definitely, but Grafdigger's Cage, because they do have to answer those. It buys us time if we have them in the opener. They have to get pretty much a natural state there, like we saw. Force, I may have been wrong on. That one pulled it out there. I'm not the biggest fan because our green sources are our Sylvan Scrying and Ancient Stirrings, and maybe just because of that, we're going to swap it like that and just to get a few more green cards in the deck. You know what? This may be getting a little too clever, but if we bring these in, since we're going to be a little on the slow side, see if we can just gain enough life that they draw out. And they're more green cards to find. I just think O-Stone's a little too slow. I'm at effective, but by the time we play it, as a turn 4 activation. This is definitely a little bit of a test here, though. If we get the Emrakul off, I believe we just win because if by the time they have that, they likely have their combo or a way to screw up their combo. So we can just try and combo off, then pass turn and leave them with no cards in their deck. The downside of Oops All spells. I'm way too tempted for this. That relic, I think, just makes this too tempting. Because we do have some turns to build here. We could draw a Tron land. All right, that's a nice draw. We're going to start off with the relic because it's the one use. So that should force them to try and get rid of that this turn. Or just hard cast a Vengevine. Alright, so the Weather the Storm will be interesting here then. We've delayed the combo though, so now we just got to deal with a 4-3. Alright, they up their mana. Not what we were hoping for. Pithing needle, nice. What is the card we name here? I believe it's Undertaker, but I'm going to double check that. We've got a minute. Just because this is the first time I'm pithing needling it. So make sure I'm getting this right. Double check it on the phone. Undercity Informer. Not getting another green card kind of sucks. Another land. Yep. So all the sideboard cards. We are going to take another 4 here. We are going to have to do something with that Weather the Storm next turn. Looking like it. Unless we can hit Tron. Hard casting a Narcomoeba. Yep. And more mana. All right, I do like that draw. Go ahead and crack for green here. Oh, there we go. That's very good for us. And we run out that Graph Digger's Cage. So this puts them in a tricky situation. We definitely block. All right, second Vengevine is rough. So that gives us a few choices for next turn. We can wipe their current board state. Probably the best course of action. All right. Okay, they targeted us. Nice. So we have 9 mana to work with. The one downside if we go this route, with the Weather the Storm, is they can just draw another. Well, I guess it net neutrals because they can do 3 here. We would gain an extra 3. So, yep, we'll go for the Ugin approach. -4. And then Weather the Storm. We could gain 3 more life had we waited. Not how I envisioned the Weather the Storm coming into play, but interesting nonetheless. So they need to have a card in hand that enables the combo, plus a way to get rid of Grafdigger's Cage here. And they have... Okay, so they don't have it this turn. They just have more mana sources. All right. Then I think we're in a really good spot here. Off a very weird keep. We'll see what they want to do on our upkeep, but we've got a Karn Liberated plus a little bit of dig here. I'd say we're in a good spot. We are not going to go shields down again, so we'll just use the Relic. If they don't just concede. Did they disconnect? Nope, not what I wanted to do. Oh, draw. Very nice. Honestly, I think we want to go for the accelerated damage here. And we'll hold the Karn in reserve to remove whatever they play, if they play anything. And we'll just take a card out of their hand. This is a question I'm kind of curious of now because it's never come up. The modal cards. What happens if you exile one of them with Karn and then restart the game? Does it do the side that can't be played, or do you have the opportunity to play, say, the land side if it's a spell? I'm going to have to ask a judge on that one. It's not going to come up very often, but I just thought about it, and they're going to scoop. All right, well, there you have it. Some very weird Oops All Spells game. A minor misplay in the first one on my part. I don't think it would have had an impact. Interesting build. Hey, it worked out, so Mark, or I think he goes by Fox, thank you for letting me test your build. I hope you enjoy the video, and good luck when you run this deck. Hey, it worked out. All right, thanks for watching. Tectonic Edge, signing out.